Thank you guys for joining us here at the Citi Open at the Tennis Channel desk here in the 2018 version of this event. What experience that was? What was it like for you guys?
Stressful at times. No, but
I actually, no, I have to start with that. When we had the coin toss, we took a picture and then we walked back and the crowd was cheering. I almost had tears in my eyes because I was like, this feels so special because I wonder what my parents are thinking right now, and I needed a few seconds to actually bite my tongue and focus, and then yeah, it took me a few seconds. To me, that was incredibly special. So
what was it like for you?
No, obviously very special, as Misha said. You know, who can say that you played your brother in one of the biggest tournaments in the world? So it was unbelievable special. Obviously, I hope this is not the last time. I hope we will maybe play a final one day or something like that. So yeah, I mean, hopefully first of many.
Also, you guys practiced together so much. So what was it like between the lines in terms of the matchup? Because you guys know each other's patterns, your strengths and weaknesses so much. Start off with the big brother.
Yeah, what is it like? Yeah, we know each other. So actually, when he hits certain shots, I kind of know what he's thinking, what he's feeling. So it's interesting. It gives you an advantage, but also disadvantage, because he also knows what I'm thinking, and that stresses me out at times as well. But but I think overall, we had a few great rallies. We I think played pretty well, and I actually played better than in practice, I would say. And I was hitting my forehand because I have to against him. Because sometimes when I play other players, I try to just roll it and be defensive, but it doesn't work against him. And yeah, no, I think it was just fun. I mean, that's all I can say.
You've been following your older brother for so long. What was the first tournament that you remember going to with your brother?
I mean, I remember going to Italy to under 14 tournaments with him and stuff like that.
He's under 14.
He's under 14. Yeah, I was 4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I also do remember the first time he played juniors in Australia. He was 15, and then after that he went to play satellites. You know, in the weirdest cities in Australia, somewhere where not a lot of people live, and it was like a month-long trip.
Something like that. 4 weeks. Yeah.
So
by the end, we had 2 extra bags and 4 bodyboards. Traveling by train, I'll play a match. You go be let's go to the beach. I'm like, Sash, it's 40 degrees Celsius. It's hot. No, you finish the match, just go to the beach, take your bodyboard.
How much of the fact that you've been able to go through this experience with your older brother has helped you maybe make the transition quicker?
Not a lot, but also, I mean, unfortunately for him, the year that he's been injured, that was the first year that I was on tour, and he helped me a lot by traveling with me.
I remember, yeah.
How to be on tournaments, how to be on the court, how to play different kind of players. The first time I made semifinals in Hamburg, he was obviously there. So, unfortunately for him, he was injured, but I think that period helped me a lot in my development of my career.
I remember that. That was when your breakthrough got to the semifinals in Hamburg, and you were watching, you were coaching him, and you had a cast.
Yeah, a week before I had my surgery done, actually, with the same doctor as Potro in Minnesota. And then, I arrived from Germany, I have a cast on, and then he does so well, and that gave me so much positive energy, and so many emotions came up, and I was just even though I was at the lowest point in my career, he was at the highest, and it was still the greatest week for me.
Well, if that was the lowest, a little while ago you won your first ATP World Tour singles title, and you were so effusive with praise for your younger brother, and it was a very emotional moment.
Yeah.
What did that moment mean to you, and how did your younger brother's success enable you to get to that point?
I mean, it was always my dream to, whenever I finished my career, to say okay, at least I have one title. It's something I always wanted to achieve. And like I said, having the cast on my arm a few years ago, being ranked as low as 1100, you're pretty far away from achieving your goal and reaching your dream. So I think it was I always say it was him being young and naive sometimes, but just overly positive and believing in himself, but also in me, that helped me to also become young and naive and just train hard and follow my dreams. And yeah, when I achieved that goal, by winning the first title, it was just, when I think about it now, I still get very emotional. So it was very special.
What about what your parents have been through and what they've done? I mean, not just having 2 incredibly successful young men on the ATP World Tour, but also such different styles of games and kind of different personalities as well.
Well, different personality, definitely. But
because your brother, he seems like he's more emotional.
He is definitely more emotional.
More sensitive? More sensitive?
Not on the court, though. When we play cards or something, definitely. No, but
PlayStation. Oh, my God. Freak out.
He started playing FIFA this week. He's been...
Look at that. That's a handsome family photo right there. I mean, your dad gets a lot of credit, but I've seen your mom. Your mom strikes a pure one-handed backhand. You guys both have two-handers.
Yeah, I mean, my mom is the one who probably gave me the technique.
Really? Okay.
Until I was 13, 14 years old. My dad was traveling with Misha more.
Right.
And my mom was basically my main coach. And, you know, she she was the one who was very technical in the family, and she was the one who, you know, always wanted the perfect shot and the beautiful shot. So I think, you know, how I would say fluent my game is.
Fluid,
it's always you know, a big thanks to her. And then obviously my dad always said, you know, he's one of the greatest coaches of all time, because he has two different players, completely different players, completely different sons, from, you know, built from nothing to, you know, to two top 30 players. You know, with completely different game style. One is a lefty serve and volleyer, and one is a, you know, righty baseliner, grinding kind of that type of player. And so, you know, you have to practice different kind of game styles, and you have to practice different things. And I think, you know, he's done an amazing job with that.
They've done an incredible job. Also, the fact that you guys are such a close-knit family and you guys support each other so well, so they deserve a lot of credit for that. As well, having two brothers, I know that that's not always the easiest dynamic. How did you guys figure out how you were going to all sit together and how the boxes were going to be configured tonight?
Well, Misha actually said, Misha said it was simple. Everybody's sitting in one box.
Yeah.
I was like,
so he took control, because last time when we spoke, we thought that maybe they would be.
I thought my dad and my mom were not even sitting in one of our boxes, and I thought my teams are going to be separate. But
no, I said you need to decide. You want my mom's, or you want like our mom to sit in my box, or dad? Like, just pick one. You can't have both. And then I said, let's just put them all together. Like, it's family in the end. Doesn't matter what happens on the court.
Misha, when did you know how special of a talent your younger brother was?
Very young age, because he could barely walk. He always had some kind of a stick, racket, club in his hand, and a ball. So that was it started from like age 1 pretty much. And again, back then I was very young too, and I was naive, and I said my brother's going to be the best no matter what. So, and I always believed in that as well. Like, and from I think a very young age, you could tell he has that feel, he has that passion. He wants to play all kinds of sports, and he wants to win. So those are very important things that you need to in order to you know, achieve big goals, big things.
Well, guys, congratulations! A huge win, not just for your younger brother, but for the whole Zverev family. The way you guys reflected on the sport, and thank you for spending time with us. And good luck in the doubles. These guys are in the doubles. They're up against the #1 seeds. Good luck in the quarterfinals tomorrow, where you'll play Nishikori or Shapovalov. Good luck in the doubles, and thank you guys for spending so much time with us, and congratulations to your parents.
Thank you very much.